Hello, it's Gary Hewitt, and here I'm doing another session in the Magic Words series. So, the Magic Words is a program that we're developing. I've currently got about 70 or 80 exercises that I've recorded dealing with different topics. So, today's topic happens to be shame. So, shame is a very low vibrating emotion. Nonetheless, it can still contain valuable insights, but it also has quite a bit of control over our actions. So the way the Magic Words works is I'll get into a little bit of an explanation that I did meditation for 20 plus years. There were times when I was doing meditation for up to 6 hours a day. I don't claim to be terribly good at it or anything to that effect, but things started to happen as I, sort of worked on internal stuff. And one of the things that happened was I started noticing that people around me were having spontaneous clearings. So this is related to food allergies and cravings. Not going to say there's anything spectacular, it was just an observation. And out of that observation, I was led to believe that I can perform a ceremony, if you will, on behalf of other people. So that's what the Magic Words does, is I'm sort of leveraging the decades of meditation because I get into a specific state, a specific breathing pattern, and I can drop into that state very quickly. In order to do this on behalf of other people. At some level, according to most spiritual teachings, and I do not claim to be a spiritual person at all, but at some level, we are all connected. And it's sort of that level of connection that perhaps allows this to happen. It has to happen consciously. You have to give your permission for me to do this. And what I'm doing is I'm asking for your self, whatever that self is, the observer, whether you want to call it a soul, whatever. I'm asking for that part of you to recognize the value that is contained within messages that come through as emotions. So emotions are the way that things knock on your door, and they sort of escalate. They start like a whisper, and then they get to a scream, and then they sort of progress from there if they're not listened to. So the Magic Words is just simply a process I go through, and I ask that you garner all of the messages that a particular emotion has to offer, right? So what I will do now is, with your permission, I will perform the Magic Word ceremony on behalf of all willing participants for any particular feelings of shame. So find something that you feel shame about. You don't have to tell me, you don't have to tell anybody, you just have to recognize it and then focus on that for a moment while I perform this exercise. So, with your permission, I will now perform the Magic Words ceremony. The Magic Word ceremony has now been performed on your behalf for the root causes of your feelings of shame.